You know those race days where you wake up excited for qualifying, ready to see who's fast, who's bluffing, and who's holding something back only for the rain to come in and wipe everything out? Yeah, this was one of those days. And just like that, the entire feel of the race weekend changes. Because when qualifying gets cancelled at a track like Atlanta, it's not just about losing a session, it shifts the entire dynamic. It changes how teams prepare for Sunday, and it completely reshapes how fans look at the starting grid. And this time, it feels even bigger because something major just happened to the lineup for the Auto Trader 400. Something that could seriously impact how this race plays out. Now, before we dive into it, if you're a real NASCAR fan who lives for this every week, make sure to like the video and subscribe to NASCAR Nation Report. We're a new channel pushing toward 5,000 subscribers. And if you enjoy real, honest NASCAR talk, you're in the right place. Alright, let's get into it. Qualifying at Atlanta was completely washed out by rain. No laps, no pressure runs, no last-second drama. So NASCAR had to rely on the performance metrics formula, a system designed specifically for situations like this. And if you've been paying attention since last weekend, you probably saw this coming. Starting on pole for the Auto Trader 400 is Tyler Reddick. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. Reddick is coming off a massive win at the Daytona 500, and that victory plays a huge role in the metrics formula, which factors in finishing position and owner points. With qualifying cancelled, the numbers worked in his favor and handed him the top starting spot. Right next to him on the front row is Joey Logano. Now that's a very interesting pairing. Logano won both the pole and the race at Atlanta back in 2023, so he knows exactly how to control the draft and manage the airflow at this track. But here's the twist. Since that race, the pole winner at Atlanta has an average finish of 18th. That says everything about what this track has become. Atlanta now races a lot like Daytona and Talladega. The pack stays tight, horsepower is limited, and starting position doesn't guarantee anything. Clean air helps, sure, but this is pack racing. This is survival. And that's what makes this lineup so fascinating. At a track like this, you don't need to start first to win. You just need to be in the right place at the right time and make it to the final laps without getting caught in chaos. Let's take a quick look at the field. Row 1, Reddick on pole, Logano alongside him. Row 2, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Chase Elliott. And Stenhouse on a drafting track is always a threat, while Elliott has the home crowd behind him in Georgia. Row 3, Brad Keselowski and Zane Smith. Keselowski is one of the best at handling superspeedway chaos, and Smith starting this high is a big opportunity. Further back, you've got names like Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, and Denny Hamlin scattered through the field. And keep an eye on Christopher Bell starting 32nd. He has speed everywhere, and if he finds the right drafting partners, he could move through the pack quickly. So what does all this mean? Well, at a track like Atlanta, starting up front is nice, but it's far from a guarantee. In fact, being too aggressive early can actually make you a target. The draft constantly reshuffles the field, and strategy becomes everything. That's why Reddick on the pole is so interesting. Not because it guarantees a win, but because of the momentum he's carrying. Winning Daytona and then starting first at Atlanta, that's confidence. That's a team riding high. But Atlanta doesn't care about momentum. It rewards survival. And historically, even with all the chaos, the winner usually comes from one of the top contenders. The question is, will Reddick keep the streak alive? Will Logano control the race like he did before? Or will someone from the middle of the pack time the draft perfectly and steal it late? That's what makes this race so exciting. Rain may have taken qualifying away from us, but in a way, it made Sunday even more unpredictable. And that's exactly why we love this sport. This lineup is set for pure pack racing drama. If you're excited for this race, hit that like button and drop your winner prediction in the comments. And if you want real NASCAR talk from someone who follows every lap, subscribe to NASCAR Nation Report. I'll see you after the green flag. Let's go racing.